Hi you guys, it's your favorite lipstick loving blonde bombshell, Blondie Lockhart, and you are tuned into another episode of Blonde Moments. So I am still on a high from homecoming. I'm also a little sick too, so I'm gonna need a little help for today's episode. Alright you guys, so now it's time for the QTNA. Unfortunately, we are still missing Miss Tori, but I felt this was a perfect opportunity to use my wonderful cousin MT on to get the male perspective for you ladies out there, and you guys can let us know if you agree or disagree for today's QTNA. So if you guys have a question for me, you can send them to me to Blondie's Lipstick Facebook page, tweet me at Blondie's Lipstick, or send them in my DMs on Instagram. So today's question is, when is a good time to give up the goods? Or do you feel like there's ever too soon to give up the goods? I don't know about this man.
Well, I mean, that's totally dependent on the person. I can only speak from my perspective.
Okay.
So here goes. There is a double standard when it comes to males and females. I just feel like, personally, women have always done their thing. They're just better. You guys are just better at sneaking than we are.
Okay.
And like Maury Povich is proof that they are doing it. They are doing all of it. All of it. They're on there with 5 and 6 and 8 different dudes. They don't know who their baby's dad is and stuff. Like, you know, they're getting it in. I just feel like it's the same thing as like when a guy sees a girl, sometimes a party, whatever. Ooh, I want that. It goes the opposite. It goes the other way. You know, the same way. A dude is messing with a bunch of girls. He's a player. You know, he's the man. The girl is messing with a bunch of dudes. She's a hoe. Like, you're both hoes. All of you.
I agree with that. Yeah. They are definitely both hoes.
They're both hoes. Like, and it just is about you getting what you wanted. If some girl sees some guy, I've had one night stands and girls I've met, you know.
And they had to be a part of the one night stand, so they had a one night stand
one too. And I didn't think anything lesser of them after, honestly. Like, but that's me. Now I don't think like that, but I'm also not insecure. Because you have to remember, there's that insecurity thing with a lot of dudes, and you know, they feel like, oh well, if she did that with me, she would do it with anybody. Not necessarily because would you do it with anybody? You're not gonna,
right.
You're not gonna sleep with every girl you see, and even if she does, that's her business. Like, it is what it is.
You know, guys will say that in order to get lucky on the first night, after the first date, and be like, oh yeah, I won't think any less of you, like, we grown. They love to use that excuse, we grown, and you know, I won't think any less of you. But me personally, I'm a go with the flow type of person. If I'm feeling you and it's after a few dates, it's after a few whatevers, you know, I'm not just like, you know what, no, Steve Harvey told me that I need to know my worth, 90 days. I watched Think Like a Man and Think Like a Man 2. So you gotta wait 90 days, these whole 3 months, or, it's not going down. You gotta do this, that. Like, I don't have a checklist. I just go off of how I feel. But at the same time, something in me is just like, that's a real whole move at this, first time being with you, and it's my first time being with you. Like, I do feel like they're going to judge. I do feel like it's by the person, but at the same time, I'm just like, you ain't gonna take me home to your mama after I slept with you after the first night. Like,
there are plenty of stories that people tell where they slept with their mate, their husband, wife, or whatever the case is, on the first date. They end up getting married, having children. So there's plenty of cases of that. I just feel like I said, I can only speak for me. I can't. Yeah, it's a whole move, but it's a whole move on both parts. Like,
true, because he's just as much of a hoe because he just met her too. Yeah. And then it's like some girls look at it like, well, he's a hoe for even asking, and it's like,
he might not have asked.
Well, I'm saying, like, if he's just like, well, I think, I wouldn't judge you if we did that, for him bringing it up in the first place. Like, you should respect me more than that. But also, women are usually like, you need to be honest with me, be upfront with me so I know what I'm dealing with. Well, he was being honest. He wants your booty after the first night, and now it's still a problem. Yeah. So I prefer the honesty. I do, but still deep inside, I'm just like, I haven't had a one night stand. It's like, no, I can't, I don't know. little church girl in me is just like, no, Jesus wouldn't approve. So, or
just,
my mother wouldn't approve or whatever. I don't,
mm-hmm.
you know, when it's, I do go off the feel, but it's like, I don't care how I feel after that first night. That's not popping off, bro. We just,
and I don't, see, that's called morals.
I was about to say, I guess that's my morals,
yeah.
But then.
And there's nothing wrong with morals and values. Sometimes though, you're just trying to get it. Sometimes you're just trying to do it.
Right. Because I mean, I guess, you know, that's the whole point of the one night stand. I don't have to see you no more after this. But if it's like I'm actually interested,
like I don't know you.
That's another whole up. Like you just happened and then you didn't happen anymore. It's okay.
You don't exist. Like, walk up here. Hello, how are you? Oh, nice to meet you.
Great to meet you for the first time.
For the first time ever. I'm not. I'm a reformed hoe. I just have hoe tendencies.
Did your wholeness get deleted, like Drea said? Like Drea said. Can wholeness be deleted?
I unfollowed my wholeness. It didn't get deleted.
That's another way of just wiping the slate clean. You don't exist anymore, so okay. Anymore. Those bodies are no longer on my resume, so. But I want to know what you guys think. Is it ever too early to give up the goods? Leave your answer in the comments below. Also, if you have a question for me, you can send it to Blondie's Lipstick Facebook page, tweet me at Blondie's Lipstick, or send it in my DMs on Instagram. Also, while you're on social media, make sure that you follow my lovely co-host, MT Aunt, and follow me all over social media at Blondie's Lipstick. And for all things Blondies, head to blondieslipstick.com. Until next time, mwah.